Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up.
Coming out aggressively. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. On the ground, it's Price. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the toss. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for our 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Pocket breaking down. Heaves it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Love. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Big time play there in the passing.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Pauly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking for space. It's Love. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Pauly. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw again. Dances away. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
He leaves it with the back. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback keeper. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, and start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
On the run, it's locked. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Pulls it in. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And here comes the Navy offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air, it's Horvath. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. This is a design run. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Here's the handoff. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The pitch. There he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Navy! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Going for the big play. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. To throw, it's Horvat. spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronic in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the option. He'll pitch it. Jukes his way for more. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. Give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the Heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this. Oh, it's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Navy quick to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Navy now facing third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Quick step and go. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. On the option.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're still firing away even with this lead. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They